Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. What's weighing you down? What keeps you stuck in a past that no longer serves you? Because whether you realize it or not, there are things, some seen, some unseen, that are holding you back from living with the peace, clarity, and freedom you deserve in the final years of your life. And here's the truth. Once you turn 70, it's time to start letting go. I'm not just talking about clearing out old clothes, dusty trophies, or books you'll never read again. I mean shedding the emotional weight, the mental baggage, and the invisible chains that stop you from fully embracing the years ahead. If you truly want to live with peace and happiness after 70, these 5 things must go. 1. The need for approval. From the time we're children, we're taught to seek approval. We learn to follow the rules, meet expectations, and keep the peace. But as the years go by, this need for validation becomes a heavy burden. You say yes when you want to say no. You bite your tongue to avoid conflict. You shape your decisions around what others think instead of what truly matters to you. But at 70, it's time to face reality. No matter what you do, someone will always disapprove. People will judge. They'll misunderstand. They'll project their own insecurities onto you. Trying to please everyone is like chasing the horizon. You'll never catch it. 2. Regret. Regret is one of the heaviest chains a person can carry. By 70, you've lived through decades of highs and lows, success and failure, love and loss. And when you look back, it's easy to see all the things you wish you'd done differently. Maybe there were words left unsaid, relationships that ended badly, opportunities you let slip away. But here's the truth. The past is set in stone. You cannot change it. Yet so many people spend their final years replaying old mistakes, as if dwelling on them will undo them. It won't. Regret doesn't fix the past. It only poisons the present. 3. Toxic relationships. Over the years, you've built many relationships. Some have lifted you up. Others have drained the life out of you. And by the time you reach 70, you know exactly which people belong in your life and which do not. Toxic relationships come in many forms. Some people manipulate through guilt. Some constantly criticize, making you doubt yourself. Others only show up when they need something, then disappear when you need them. And yet, many people hold on to these relationships out of obligation because of history, family ties, or the fear of being alone. 4. Fear of death. Most people spend their lives avoiding the thought of death. They pretend it's far away, something to deal with later. But after 70, later is no longer an abstract concept. And that's when fear creeps in. The fear of the unknown. The fear of what comes next. But here's the hard truth. Fearing death doesn't stop it. It only stops you from living. We have been conditioned to see death as the enemy, something to fight against. But resisting it only makes it more terrifying. Instead, what if we accepted it? 5. The belief that change is no longer possible. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves after 70 is, this is just who I am. It's too late to change. That belief? It's not just limiting, it's completely false. Growth doesn't stop with age. The mind is still capable of learning. The body can still be strengthened. The heart can still experience love and joy. Change is always possible. History is full of people who reinvented themselves later in life, who found new passions, pursued new skills, even started new relationships. After 70, the heaviest burdens are not physical, they are mental and emotional. The expectations of others, the weight of regret, the presence of toxic people, the fear of what's to come, the belief that nothing can change. But letting go of these things is not a loss, it's a liberation. When you release these burdens, life becomes lighter, freer, and truly yours. Because at the end of the day, the question is not how much time is left, it's how you will use the time you have. And that choice, it's still in your hands.